Hello and welcome to another episode of Rob's Ramblings here on the Bucks and Six channel. Today at the Brown Table of Sports Card Collecting, we're going to look at some mail that I've been holding for an episode just like this one. Ever since I started the channel here a couple weeks ago, I've been holding off on opening my card mail so that I can open them on channel. Now I'm going to admit that I have cheated and I have cut these open just to make it a little easier here for the video, but I be laying eyes on these cards and holding them in hand for the first time here on this video. So one of the things that I like to do is I go onto eBay, and my mantra is cheap but awesome. And I end up going down rabbit holes, and anytime I see a card that I think looks pretty cool and it fits into my relatively low budget, I snag it and I wait for it to show up in my mailbox. So we'll see what I've been up to lately with these envelopes. Now, some of these I've purchased quite a while ago, so I'm not really remembering everything that I've got. So hopefully my memory serves me well and I can identify what I'm looking at when I pull it out of these envelopes. But no particular order. We're just going to start with the top one and see what we get, and we'll move on down the road. So the first one here is a Randy Johnson. Now, this is a Archives card. I want to say this is from 2016. But it's the design is obviously from the 1979 Topps. That's one of my favorite sets from when I was a kid. 1980, I think, is my number one set. But 79 is certainly amongst the sets that I really enjoyed collecting when I was a youngster. So, and Randy Johnson has always been one of my favorite players. Going to be having a story about him in an upcoming episode, showing some more cards of Randy Johnson. But and I guess it's got this identifier on the back. But man, look at all the years of stats that he accumulated in his career. Holy smokes. He was around quite a while. Hall of Famer for sure. Randy Johnson, first card out of the mailbox there. And I would be remiss not to mention that the card stands are provided by my son, Ryan. He has 3D printed many of those card stands and sent them off to Cardwolf. Cardwolf uses them regularly in his videos, so I figured I should probably be doing the same in my videos. All right, so the next envelope here, I'm going to pull this one out here. This is a 1993 Donruss Spirit of the Game Robin Yount. This photograph of Robin Yount just drew me in. It's a beautiful card, beautiful photo, and Robin Yount, one of my favorite players to ever put on a pair of spikes, so a spare pair of cleats, whatever. And the backside does have a nod to his 3,000th hit. Robin Yount provided many memories for the Brewers. This particular memory I will never forget. My brother and I celebrating watching that together in our basement back at home. So as Brewer fans, we don't have any championships yet to hang our hats on. So we need to hold on to really cool moments like that in order to enjoy the franchise that we love. We have lots of moments, but we're still waiting on that championship. Maybe this year. We'll have to see. Now, one other thing, I didn't bring it up in my first card here with the Randy Johnson, but yesterday in my episode, I talked about my categories of cards: Top Loader Land, One Touchdown, Penny Lane, and so forth. So one of the things I have to do when I open up cards that I get in the mail is I have to determine what category they go in. So if you have thoughts, I would love to see those thoughts in the comments. So the Randy Johnson, for me, I think this one's just a top loader land candidate. But this Robin Yount Spirit of the Game, I really am leaning towards maybe a one touch for this one. Now, I should clarify, I don't really go much by value. None of the cards that I'm showing today are going to have much value. But I kind of look at how cool the card is, and kind of special meaning for me. But anyways, I think we're going to go one touch for the Robin Yount and top loader for the Randy Johnson. So, all right, next card here. Some paperwork in this. There is a card in here somewhere, I promise. There it is. So this is another Randy Johnson. I know I went down a rabbit hole one night of Randy Johnson cards, and this is a Metal Universe. I think this was maybe inspired by Brent. I think he might have been showing some baseball Metal Universe cards on his channel not too long ago. I have plenty of Metal Universe, but most of my Metal Universe cards are hockey cards. So I thought, hey, what the heck? Why not add some baseball Metal Universe cards? This one I think is from 1997, and it's got this weird thing going on with Randy's arm. I don't know if that's a bug on his arm. There's definitely bugs in the design. If he's turning into a bug, I don't know. In the back, cool picture of Randy Johnson. So anyways, yeah, this one, I don't know. I think that one's not a one touch. That's probably just a top loader land, but beautiful card anyways. All right, next one. We'll see what this is. This is, oh yes, this is an Allen and Ginter mini refractor Robin Yount. I want to say this is 2022, if I'm remembering correctly. Now, my wife, Mrs. Bucks and Six, really has kind of convinced me that Allen and Ginter are pretty cool. She's always enjoyed the Allen and Ginter cards and the designs. I really I tend to agree. I love the classy look of the Allen and Ginter card designs. I know my buddy Card Wolf sometimes gets a little frustrated with some of the non-sports cards that come within their packs, but I think the look of these cards is just gorgeous, particularly a card like this. Now, this one I'm definitely going to be putting in a one-touch. My problem is I don't have any one-touch one-touches that hold these mini cards, so I'm going to have to get some of those. So if any of you out there know a quality one-touch that holds these Allen and Ginter minis, I'd be interested in hearing what your suggestions are for that. But that one's definitely going to find its way to a one-touch. Now, I should point out, I think I pulled these out on my, yeah, there they are. I have other versions of this card. Oops, there goes the card stand. The card stand just broke. No wonder it was off to the side. I just grabbed these stands that were off to the side, and yeah, that one didn't hold together very good. But anyways, I have 3 different versions of the same photograph from Allen and Ginter. The mini now, and then this is the blue refractor. And I think this one is numbered to 150. And this is just the paper copy, but I like the paper copy just as well. Different looks of the same picture, but yeah. So I'm gonna probably put these 3 cards on display together. They all look real great in their own right. So anyway, that's the Robin Yount Allen and Ginter mini. All right, so the next one, let's take a look at what we have in the next envelope. Next envelope is another Randy Johnson. This is another Metal Universe card. This is MLPD. I don't know if that's Major League Police Department is what they were going to go for. I don't know, but it's a cool looking card. The gold kind of finish to it. Metal Universe is always known for their kind of unique style of their cards, and this X here, yeah, that's just on the top loader. But another Randy Johnson. Pretty cool looking card. I'll stick that one right there. All right. And then the next envelope is, this is a nice card. This is a Paul Skeens. Now, one of the things that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to expand. Obviously, I collect my Brewer cards. I have a couple of Robin Younts here, and I've been trying to expand my collection of modern players that don't play for the Brewers. And Paul Skeens is one of those guys I've been targeting. And this is a card from this year's 2025 Topps Chrome. It's a refractor from the 1990 design. This is the 35th anniversary. It's got that 35th anniversary stamp on it. But Paul Skeens plays for the Pirates, obviously. I don't have a whole lot of love for the Pirates necessarily, but as a Brewer fan, I know that The Pirates should be better than their record shows. Every year they just kind of fall to the bottom of the division, but they have so much talent. Paul Skeens being amongst the most talented players in the league. Other players they have, O'Neill Cruz has always impressed me with his game, and I just don't understand why the Pirates aren't better than they are. But I have to add a card stand to my pile here. But Paul Skeens, I'm definitely looking to add more of his cards to my PC. So there we go. And then that brings us to the last one, is this box. I'm not really sure why this one got put in a box instead of just an envelope, but there's a lot of paper within here. Oh, there's the card in the middle of the paper. And what we have here is a 2005 E-Topps rookie card of Prince Fielder. So Prince Fielder, obviously, probably my favorite Brewer of my adult years. Just a stand-up guy, and his cards I've been collecting ever since I re-entered the hobby. Now this it's got a top seal on it. I don't know what that sticker is super important to anything. I didn't really know anything about these E-Topps cards. I did a little bit of reading and found out, and you people out there probably know more about it than I do. I was not collecting when E-Topps was a thing, but I think in the early 2000s, what I understand was Topps put out these virtual cards. Back then, the internet was all fresh and new, and everyone thought, "Oh, this was really cool. We should use this virtual medium." And they had these e-cards that people could trade online, and it was like a commodity that one collector could trade with another collector online with this newfangled idea of the internet. And then at any point, the owner of that commodity could contact Topps and have that card printed. At least that's the way I understood it happened. So, and this is one of those cards. It says E-Topps. You can see up there in the upper corner, it says E-Topps. Somebody had this as a virtual card and then had it printed, and this is what it looked like. And man, I think these cards look fantastic. The rainbow shine on this is just glorious in my eyes. So that's the front. Now the back, it's got a sticker. I'm sure that sticker is important to the process in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure what the significance of it is, but it's a 2005, so it is a Prince rookie card. The listing on eBay said this was numbered to 2000, but I don't see any indication of that being the case either on the front. I don't see any serial number on the front or on the back, but the eBay listing said out of 2000, so maybe that was just the known print run. I'm not really sure. But anyways, this is definitely a one-touch town candidate for me. It's actually in a one-touch already as it came. The other ones that I've had, I didn't really talk about what category I'm going to put these in, but the Paul Skeens I think is going to be a top loader land. This Randy Johnson is going to be top loader, and like I said, the Robin Yount I think is going to be one-touch town. So at any rate, that's the last of my my envelopes, my boxes today. I hope you enjoyed today's content. I'll be back soon with another episode and more stories to tell. So until then, enjoy the hobby and stay true to yourself.